Jesus fuck's. Guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Just about to make up supplements for today's deadlift session. So intra workout first. This is a staple every single session for me. Nothing really changes, and to be honest, like, it's an arguable one that you could have different amounts in different sessions, which I guess you could, because not all sessions are as demanding as each another. For example, legs deadlifts is a lot more demanding than, say, for example, just a chest session. Obviously they're hard, but I guess sometimes you maybe don't need as much. But for myself, I like to just keep things the exact same. So I go in with 2 scoops of carb up for every single session. I go in with 1 scoop of level up V2, and I also go in with 2 scoops of hydro EA. So this is my essential amino acid for the session. Carb up obviously is my carbohydrates for the session, and level up V2 is just for a big help with DOMs and overall recovery, and it's a more so overall performance and recovery based supplement, just like pretty much all of HR Lab stuff. Pre-workout today, we're actually going to be going in with Train Smart from Unrivaled Nutrition in Summer Berry. This is actually a relatively new flavour, I will say. It's been out for a little while now, but it's still their latest flavour, which is actually unbelievable. Please don't forget to drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's head to Ultraflex.
Yeah, actually, kid, just drink it.
Stunning. Quick little 5 minutes on the treadmill here. This is definitely one I think a lot of people get mixed up with the initial warm-up of a session. So this right here is not going to provide any sort of value whatsoever to whatever you're training. Not even legs, because the lower body's working. Even if you've done Stairmaster or anything like that, right? That's not going to help. You still need to warm up whenever you are training. So for example, me on deadlifts today, I'm still going to do a good amount of warming up prior to the actual movement themselves. But with something like just coming here, getting away from the outside, everything like that, and just actually allowing yourself 5 minute max to be able to just kind of get that head switched on more than ever. Because a lot of people come from work, a lot of people come straight from doing other things that they might still be thinking about, and I actually think it's super important to come in here and make sure that your mindset is switched on enough to know what you're coming in to train, to be able to get a lot out of your sessions. So something as simple as a 5 minute walk can help that so much. And at the same time, if you have a step goal, guess what guys, that's 5 minutes of steps that you could be missing out on. So the small things like that, but just try your hardest not to get this mixed up with the initial warming up of the session itself, because you still need to do that in order to be safe and supported and to be able to perform at your absolute best. That was 5. 5 paused.
Stop shouting.
300.
Stop shouting.
That's a fucking all-time PR. That's mental. That's fucking mental. Motherfucker. Guess what? No cunts doing that shit. Fucking hell. It's the fucking power of wearing new clothes when you come to the gym. See if you get new clothes, right? Don't even take them out of the packet until you go and train. Because honestly, when you come in here with fucking new clobber on, especially Better Bodies or Gas, Kevy 15, you're gonna take your session up 10 levels. Like, that's an all-time fucking PR, I don't know if I mentioned that. Single arm lat bias pull down. So I go between this Gym Shop one and the hammer underhand pull down. This is obviously what you could say a little bit more ideal because you've got a lot more freedom at the wrist, so naturally you can place your elbow wherever you want it, and your hand positioning, you can obviously place that wherever you want it. However, I'm just that old school type that does just love a good old hammer pull down, especially the Generation 1, which is just incredible. It's really nice. There's also no fat grips on it as well, so you can properly get strapped up to it. Positioning wise, you are kind of in a sweet spot on it. It's just a case of your newbies of today will probably jump onto this one first because it's kind of more like a D handle and you can get a lot more freedom at the wrist, which is good but not always the best. However, on this one, I'm not going to be overextending too much or anything like that. I'm kind of going to be staying locked in, so ultimately until I'm in that full stretch, I'm not going to be overextending out the way. I'm going to stay in that stretch and just focus on driving or initiating with my elbow back in. I'm not going to take it extremely heavy. I'll do 4 plates here. I'll look for around 8 to 10 reps. If that feels really easy, I'll take it up. But if that feels like 10 reps might be failure today or close enough to failure, I'll drop it down and take it back off. And then from here, I want to be able to move on to an upper back row. So again, one quick tip guys, whenever you are training your back, your posterior chain, your pull workouts, whatever your split is, focus on making sure your back's being trained from all angles. So that is something that's very important. Between rows, between pull downs, unilateral work as well. Again, super important to make sure that you're not just kind of focusing on 2 of the same pull downs or 2 of the same rows. Allow yourself the opportunity to be able to target your back all over, because that is what's going to help actually develop your back and create a really fucking good, wide, dense, thick, mega looking back double bicep shot and rear lat spread shot. Okay. Oh man. Oh, 2 tips guys, 2 tips. See, whenever you're doing anything that involves you more so supinating your wrist and pulling down with an almost underhand grip, always think about wrapping away from you. So always wrap ultimately under the bar and away from you rather than over the bar like that, because if you wrap over the bar like that, it's always just going to come off. Whereas if you wrap under and away, you're going to be able to tighten that up so much to the point where when you tighten that, these get pulled. So you never ever 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 have to worry about your grip, which on any movement, like I say, that involves you going a neutral grip or supinating that grip all the way around, always think about wrapping away from you. Now, that then kind of takes me on to this second point of doing unilateral work. So if you're doing single arm work, don't be afraid to take rest in between doing one side and the other side. This is definitely one that I tend to see a lot. It's just quickly finish one side and then go straight into the next. If you're doing heavy single arm work, or single leg work for that matter, your CNS is still going to get busted the exact same. So you need to think about taking rest, maybe getting your breathing back to normal, allowing the CNS to become a bit more primed to be able to put that extra energy into that next initial side, because that could be the difference between you going into that next side and falling off 2 or 3 reps, or going into the next side and matching what you just got on the opposite. So never be afraid to take that rest in between doing single arm or single leg work, because it will benefit your progress. Ooh. 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 Aye. 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 Okay. Oh. Motherfucker. Anything from Gasp, Better Bodies, or HR Labs, Kiffy 15, always. Aye! 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 I've been going between putting my feet here and putting my feet on the floor, only because on the Atlantis T-bar row, I'm used to planting my feet on the floor so much and just having my chest against the pad. Whereas here, sometimes I feel it's a little bit different depending on where I put the foot platform. I either feel too low down or way too high up. There's no in between. It's a me problem. I'm just that shitty height that this doesn't suit. So sometimes I go between putting my feet on here and on the floor, depending on how I feel. But Jim Leco T-bar row, I will say one of the nicest T-bar rows there is. Now we can move on to a cable pull down and we'll look for a more so medium neutral grip. So last tip I'm going to give when it comes to strapping up, like what I said, on something like a hammer pull down, something like this, obviously we're going to be using a pretty much fully supinated grip, an underhand grip to keep it simple. If you are strapping up for an underhand grip movement, you can still do it and you can be just as tight as strapping up for an overhand. All you want to do is go over first and always focus on strapping inwards. Never go outwards, never bring it away from the handle, always bring it in, because then it means that you can strap inwards and away from you, then you can tight it or rev it or whatever you want to do. And see there, that is literally just as tight. Like I can pull that and I don't have to worry about my grip whatsoever. Whereas if you think about it, if you go under and towards you like this, you're literally going to be pulling, and that's going to be getting looser and looser and looser and looser until it just comes off. Whereas you want to be able to use straps as something to compensate for your grip to the point of where you don't have to think about your grip whatsoever. You want to literally be able to just pull with your fingertips and not have to worry about your grip at all. And that's exactly how you do that. Yep. Yep. Oof. Oh. Okay. Ah. Hey. Hey. Oh. Fire. We're finished. It's time for some food, it's time to recover, time to eat, time to sleep, time to do the same stuff tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
If you do have any questions, drop them comments down below, because also... Wait, this should be, I should do the talking, you should do the actions.
Right.
Drop them comments down below. Don't forget to drop the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It was a really good session today. I'm very happy with that one, if you couldn't tell already after that set of deadlifts. But it was one of them sets that it set the whole session up. Like I couldn't have had a bad session after them deadlifts. So I'm definitely taking that one. Just puts the pressure on every other deadlift session now, but it's really nice to know that we're back at a point where I'm coming in really excited just to lift fucking heavy. And I'm also able to do that. And I'm also able to do stuff that I've never done ever. I don't even think I've paused 300 for 4, let alone 5. I know I've done 3. I'm not sure if I've done 4. But regardless, I know I've never done 5. So if you do want to know anything more about the session, if there's anything you guys would like to see, obviously let me know. We'll try our best to, of course, bring it to the channel. But please, don't forget to drop the video a like if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll catch up with you all in the next video.